Good morning, everyone. This morning I'm going to take you through my wellness routine. If you're new here, my name is Amy. I do food and fitness content on this channel and over on Instagram and TikTok. The links are down below if you want to check out further content. So I love to prioritise my sleep, so I definitely get up a bit later than usual on my days off, and the first thing I do is head to the kitchen to get some water to help rehydrate myself after a long night. Sometimes I like to add some lemon into my water just to give it a bit more of a taste. Other days I prefer to add some ice cubes. And then I get straight back into bed, and the first thing I actually love to do, which is a bit controversial, but I actually like to go onto my social media platforms and check out any messages and comments that you guys have left. I honestly couldn't think of a better way to start my morning than looking at all the positivity that you guys have put onto my posts. After that, it's then time for my morning matcha. I love making this oat milk brown sugar matcha every single morning. It just gives me a lovely boost of caffeine that lasts the whole morning. I actually find it so therapeutic making my matcha as well. It's just a whole process for me, and there's something really calming about whisking the matcha. It's then time to sit down and do my morning journaling and stretches. I love to just take some time to look through some of these affirmations on the app I Am. It just really starts my day off with a positive vibe. Then I get into a few stretches just to wake my body up a little bit before I get on with my morning. The next thing is exercise. I love to exercise daily. I then go in and do my morning skincare routine, which is very simple at the moment, mostly just cleansing and applying SPF.
Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Amy. I do food and fitness content on this channel and over on Instagram and TikTok now. So if you'd like to check out my other social media platforms, then the links are all down below. Today is very much going to be a wellness vlog. So I'm literally trying to show you everything I do in my wellness routine. As you will have seen from this morning, I like my mornings to be nice and calm and relaxing and tailored towards me because I feel like that's really important. I'm currently just getting ready for our next wellness routine part, which is my gym workout. So I love going to the gym. I try to go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. It's so important to me, and it just makes me so much happier and really sets me up for the day if I go in the morning. So I've been trying to go in the morning more often rather than leaving it to after lunch, because not gonna lie, I'm quite groggy after lunch. You will have seen that basically my morning just consisted of talking to people on my social media platforms as like the first thing I do in the morning, just because I just love my community so much that I've created over there, that I honestly couldn't think of a better way to start my day than talking to all of you guys in my Instagram and my TikTok. So I like to just take a few minutes of the morning to share the positivity, you know, comment on other people's posts, reply to comments on my posts, etc. Yeah, I just feel like that's actually a super important part of my day. And then I go and make my matcha, and I have absolutely fallen in love with how I make my matcha now. So when I first bought it, it did take me a few tries to get used to how to make it, but now I just make it perfectly. So it's literally to die for. I don't really get a slump after I've had matcha, which I feel like is really nice. So then I sit with my matcha, I do my journaling, I look at my daily affirmations, and it's just a really calm routine to kind of start off my morning. This week has been quite difficult in terms of the intuitive eating. We basically went out over the weekend to watch England play football and had a few drinks, etc, etc. Basically, when I've had a few drinks, I love to eat. It's like, I don't know why, but my body just wants me to eat as much as I can. So I got a couple of takeaways. I got a couple of foods that aren't necessarily like the best choices for my body, And it's not that I didn't think that that was a good idea at the time, because, you know, I think I have this whole 80 to 20 rule of having 80% whole foods and 20% processed, but I think the issue was that I overdid it. I was often eating way past my level of satisfaction, and I was feeling really full, really bloated. I realised I'm nowhere near being in a good place with my relationship with food, and that is so true. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest, that I could literally snap my fingers one day and then my relationship with food is so much better, because it's going to take a while, it's going to take some time. So I definitely did overeat, but nowhere to the level that I used to when I was on my calorie deficit, so that's really important. So this is going to be all about wellness today, getting back on track with some good nutrition, good meals, a good gym workout. It's going to be good. So I'm going to finish off my makeup and then I'm going to make some breakfast. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to make, and yeah. Okay, so I really need a whole rounded plate this morning, because you know when you've just been eating crap food and you just really feel like you need to eat some decent food. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. This is going to be a whole day of eating nutritious food, and that is another wellness thing, is nutritious whole food. I've got some lovely olive sourdough that I'm going to add some hummus onto, full fat hummus as well. Let's just take a moment to realise how far I've come. Like, I would have never have bought full fat flavoured hummus when I was on my calorie deficit, and it was one of those like fear foods of mine. Nah, we're going with full fat now. And then to make it obviously nutritious, let's add our micronutrients. We are going to add some berries on the side and also some chia seeds on top. We've got carbohydrates from the bread, protein from the hummus, and healthy fats from the hummus. Chia seeds is another healthy fat, and then micronutrients are the berries. Brilliant, let's go. I thought I would just quickly share with you one of the apps I'm using to help me with my intuitive eating journey, because obviously when you stop tracking calories, it can be a massive change. And I really did feel like there was no support for me during this transition. And this app has actually really helped me develop my skills for intuitive eating, because it is a totally different thing to learn, and really focusing on hunger cues has been crucial. But also when you've tracked calories and you've just gone by meal times for basically the whole of your life, it's going to be really difficult to figure out when you're hungry and to actually know what hunger cue is. It sounds ridiculous, but I was finding that my hunger cues aren't necessarily just the normal feeling of hunger, but can actually sometimes be if I'm craving loads of different foods, if I'm feeling a bit shaky and a bit low. This app has just really helped me track all of those symptoms and really figure out, okay, so after I've had this breakfast, I often feel a bit low 2 hours later. So maybe it's not the best breakfast for me to be eating before workout. That's just an example of how it's helped me, but it's totally free. It's called Eating Buddy, and this is the page, basically. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, this is the page. I'm just going to track up here what I'm eating and then how many servings. So I'll just show you how I do that. So I was pretty hungry this morning, probably the hungriest I've been. So I'm going to click ravenous because I was ravenous. And then I obviously had some olive sourdough with hummus. If it's not a food that's in their bank already, then you just need to press the plus button. I had 3 slices of the bread, so I'm going to say 3 servings. I'm going to save and add another, and then add my strawberries And then I'm also going to add my blueberries, because that's really important when I look back at how hungry I've been throughout the day. If I realise that I haven't had fruit or any sort of fibre with my breakfast, it might indicate why I'm hungry. So then I just click finish, and then it comes up here, it shows me what I've had. And the big thing to do afterwards is use this little scroller to say how satisfied you were after the meal. So ideally you're aiming for satisfied. You're not aiming to be full, you're not aiming to be stuffed, you're not aiming to still be hungry, you want to be satisfied still. So that is what you're aiming for with this app. That's been a massive help with figuring out my own hunger cues, figuring out when I need to eat and what foods are good for me to eat. Yeah, so I'm going to head off to the gym now. I'm going to try to take you along. So let's go off to the gym. It is chest and arms day, so it's going to be a nice simple workout. I'm not going to be pushing too hard, which is nice. So yeah, let's go to the gym.
Call my bitch Scotty, she too hotty. Catch her on a magazine in the lobby. Had to call F, bro, do you copy? The ops are on me, so bring the shotty. Lamb samosa, tilapia, and a mixed grill car. I'm feeling bossy. That kingfisher, it too hoppy, or a cobra, it ain't shoddy. Shit, L plate with a new body. I'm self-made and too cocky. She got hella taste if she do want me. I'm the legend wave and I'm too choppy. I'm iced out, faith on my neck, and I love neck, so I'm getting noddy. Got a dad bod and I'm pretty in pink. She wanna hug with me like I'm Mr. Block. I might see you rock, got a couple. Bobby came with the block, he snuck in the dotty. Money short like a horse jockey. No, I ain't stocky, but I stay snobby. Like a white gal celebrating Holly, and I bet that her name is Holly. Calls college collie, got a border collie. And the pops looks like the transporter Donny. Call my bitch Scotty, she too hotty. Catch her on a magazine in the lobby. Call my bitch Scotty, she too hotty. Catch her on a magazine in the lobby.
Okay, so it's sometime later and I'm just going off to do another thing that I've actually been incorporating into my wellness routine recently, and that's just doing the things that I love the most. So I'm actually treating myself to getting my nails done, which has been a long time coming. They are literally falling off one by one. I just have really brittle nails, so I'm super excited to get them done, have a little bit of a manicure and a little bit of a chill out, and yeah, do what makes you happy if obviously you've got the money. And I obviously think it's super important to do what makes you happy, and if it's something that you can't afford because of finances, then find something else that's going to make you happy. Like, it can just be as simple as reading a book. Just do what you love, because life is too short, honestly. So I'm gonna go and get my nails done, and I'll try to take you along. Maybe it depends what they're like with filming in there, because I haven't been to this salon before. And yeah, so I will see you later. Hey guys, so it's a little while later. I have got my nails done, and I think they're looking super cute. Basically, because I just wanted them to be my natural nails, I couldn't really get extensions put on them, and my nails were super short and brittle anyway, so hopefully after a month they're going to grow a bit longer, and then we can actually make them longer next time, if that makes sense. I also went and I got a few skincare bits that I thought I would just trial out with you. This is like the last wellness thing that I like to do in the evenings, is definitely just take some time to do my skincare, and I feel like it's a really nice way to end my evening, and it really relaxes me and calms me. So the first thing I bought was the Ordinary's Glycoside Foaming Cleanser. So I'm going to give that a go after I've removed my makeup. So this is just a micellar water, just to remove my makeup. So now that my makeup is removed, I'm going to go in with this cleanser. I did used to use the squalene cleanser, but since using it, I realised I was breaking out a lot. I think I'm actually more of a dry skin than an oily skin, which is what I used to think I had. So obviously I would then use the oil cleanser and it would cause massive breakouts on my skin. So this is actually a gel-based cleanser, which is usually what I use anyway. I don't know if you can see that, but how foamy it's kind of coming off on my hands. A tip that I learned recently is that you should let the cleanser sit on top of your skin for a few minutes after you've put it on and just basically let it work its magic. So I'm going to let that sit just for a couple of minutes and then I'm going to wash it off. Okay, so that is cleanser done, and I feel like my skin is actually really tight, which I don't often get with the cleanser that I currently use. I then bought, it's called the Skin Support Set, so it's basically 2 serums because I wanted to start using some more serums. I basically want my skin to become a bit more brighter and less dull. So I bought this one, which includes niacinamide and the hyaluronic acid. So I'm going to go in with the niacinamide first because the hyaluronic acid is super thick and you don't want to put that on your face and basically cover off your skin from getting all the goodness in of the other serum. So I'm going to start off with the niacinamide. I'm just going to let that sit on my skin for a minute or two before I add on the other serum, the hyaluronic acid. Now it's time to add the hyaluronic acid. This is literally my favourite part because I just know how glassy this makes my skin look. I am actually going to go in with their moisturiser as well. This is the Natural Moisturising with HA Factors. Because ideally we do want to lock in all of those serums that I've just put on my skin. And there we have it. My skin is feeling snatched. So I'm going to go and get ready for bed now. I'm going to have a really comforting evening. This is like the last thing that I do as part of my wellness routine, is making sure that I have good sleep and a good pre-sleep routine to basically mean that I can get off to sleep quite easily. So I just like to make a really calming environment with kind of my journaling, my diffuser, and just reading my book for a few minutes before I head off to bed. But yeah, I'm just going to get ready for bed. So I'm going to end the vlog here. I just wanted to say massive thank you for watching, and if you have the time, please like and subscribe down below. It really helps out with the channel and really helps out with what I'm trying to do here. I hope you all have lovely days and I'll see you next week for another video. See you later.